Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective for today. Today is Thursday, March 28th, right? 2025. Is it the 28th or is it the 27th? Okay, okay, I gotta look. Hold on. The 27th. Okay, today's the 27th. Whatever. I'm a day ahead, okay? Give me a break. I'm already thinking about the weekend. That's all that means. You may follow me on the book, the talk, the tube, the lemonade, the blue sky social, the fan base, the Insta, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. We love that for you. Whatever does not, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that you don't need to take on. Funny thing, I pulled this deck because we're going to use this. This is the one I got a couple weeks ago from Amazon. It came in just like a little box and it just said Oracle deck on Love Oracle deck on it, I think. And it was like a wider box because the deck was split into two sections in the box like that. So I tossed the box and I put the deck in a bag. The funny thing is when I pulled it out of the bag, the bottom of the deck was Divine Masculine. And the top card fell off and fell onto the floor, and it fell face up, and it's Divine Feminine. Is somebody finally getting together? Is the team back? Is the world's greatest couple coming back together? Is that what this is? Is it? Is that a sign? I thought it was funny. It made me laugh. All you diehards are probably like, that bitch is laughing at me. No, I'm just laughing at life. That's all. All right. We got one on the table. Oh, 3 on the table? It's kind of hard to say. Sometimes they stick. And this deck is a little... like the cards are a little... like domed, bent. I don't know how that happened. They must have been like that when I got them and I didn't notice. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't think I've ever returned a deck of cards. Well, I think an affirmations deck once. We got 3 on the table. The geese. We got 4 on the table, 5 on the table. Seven on the table, 8, 9 on the table. Hold on. Is someone trying to return? Is someone from the past trying to return to you? Okay, this card, I put it in the reverse when I put it in the lineup, which is funny because I think it technically should be in the reverse. All right, we're going to do 2 more shuffles here. We got 9 on the table. 2 more shuffles. I told the ex-husband I would come help him move tomorrow and Saturday, and now I feel like I overextended myself. He would probably be fine if I told him I couldn't come, but I would feel bad. He needs help packing. He told me yesterday his back has been hurting. He was going to see his cousin's, it kind of makes sense, his cousin's husband, who's a chiropractor. And when I called him later on to talk to him about something else, he said that he had cracked his back, actually. I'm like, well, good. Maybe it'll help. Nobody wants to be in pain like that. All right, we got 10. We got 11 with bottom of the deck, okay? I'm going to set this on the windowsill. Okay, we've got bluff. We've got return. We've got resistance. We've got conflicted. We've got emotional storm. Obsession. Obscurity. It's a big word. Perspective. Hey, I'm getting older. They're tiny words are big words to me. Second chance was in reverse. I think we're going to leave it like that. I mean, I'm going to talk about it, but we're going to leave it like that. We got memories. I mean, you don't usually take Oracle in reverse because it doesn't matter. You read what you read off the card, but I'm going to leave it like that. We got foundation. Bottom of the deck. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. So this is what I'm seeing. This is what I saw when these first 5 cards came out. And I don't know if this happened in the past, it just happened recently, or if it's getting ready to happen. I don't know, but somebody is calling someone's bluff. Somebody thought a person from their past would never return, and they're calling their bluff. This person is coming back with the return card. If this is you, you're putting up resistance. You didn't think this person was going to come back. You didn't even really want them to come back, it seems like. Hey, homie. And the inside, you're conflicted. I just did the tarot reading. It was about being emotional. You're emotional. You don't know what to do with this. Again, this is someone, and I feel like it's a lover because there's obsession there. Infatuation, adoration, addiction. So this is someone from your past that, you broke it off with, or they broke up with you. It doesn't really matter. Or you just went your separate ways mutually. It doesn't matter. You just thought this person would never come back. And it's like they're calling your bluff. They're like, haha, fucker, I'm coming back. And you're like, what am I supposed to do with you? What do you want? This is someone that would want another chance at a relationship. And if not a relationship, bow, chicky, bow, 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 bow. This is someone that you might not have known really well. Maybe they were just a friends with benefits for you. Maybe they were a 5-night stand. I don't know. I'm not really getting a 1-night stand, but someone maybe, again, more like a friends with benefits, but maybe even someone that you were sexual with, maybe once a month for 6 months, and then the two of you were done. You were gone. You exited each other's lives, and now this person wants to come back. This is someone you might not know a lot about, right? Secrets, mysteries, concealing. You may not have purposefully gotten to know them, or maybe you tried and this person was just secretive. I don't know. Take how it resonates for you. Like when I was still married, but we were separated and we were getting a divorce. We had even already done the paperwork, and getting our court date. The ex-best friend set me up with the guy. And I had a little fling with him for like 2.5 months. Okay. He was just a friend with benefits to me. Like, I'm not going to say like I didn't ask him, like a few questions, like pillow talk kind of thing. Like, oh, how many kids do you have? Is one of them a painter? Do you like espresso? You know what I mean? Like, it's not that you don't like ask questions and kind of get to know them, but at the same time, like, I didn't try to dig deep, like, at all. Like, that was a friends with benefits to me. That's all it was. That's all it was ever going to be. And, I wasn't out there like, so what do you think the meaning of life is? So, are you going to be at this job for forever, or do you want more for yourself? What does your retirement look like? Do you believe in God? I wasn't asking these questions because this wasn't someone that I thought was going to be in my life long term. And they weren't. They weren't. I stopped talking to them at Thanksgiving in 2022. And the last time I talked to them, when I told them like it's over, was the beginning of January 2023. Hey, baby. Hi. You wanna? Uh, you wanna? Hi. Look. Look. There's people on the other side of that screen, Miss Pickles. See, she's still holding on to me like she thinks I'm gonna throw her out the front door. You're okay. Okay. There you go. So, like, to me, like, I wasn't looking for I wasn't trying for in-depth conversations. Like, I didn't care, like, if we were ever going to go on a date, or like if he was ever going to make me dinner or anything like that. Like, those weren't thoughts in my head. Like, we weren't dating. We were friends with benefits. This might have been someone that behaved that way towards you. Like, they didn't think anything was going to come of it. And maybe they were very secretive about themselves. Come on, jump. Or you can walk along the sill. Come on. There you go. Go find your peace, little kitty. Because I think you need it. You're acting wacko. Yeah, because your perspective is you're better off. You're happier. Like, you don't think about this person. Other than you never thought that they would return. This is someone, like I said, they like you. They want another chance. And if they don't want another chance at a relationship, they sure as heck want another chance at the chicky bow bow. The schmexual, the sexual. You don't want that second chance. Or you didn't. Reconciliation, making amends, opportunity. That's why it came out in reverse. You don't want that. You don't really care that this person wants that. Join the club. There's plenty of people out there that I could care less, Okay, so remember the guy, we've been talking about this for weeks now. The guy that reached out to me like a month and a half ago that I used to see my friends with benefits in 2023. February of 2023 to July of 2023 when I broke it off with him. And then I found out in October he was seeing someone else. And at first I was like, oh, he was seeing her when we were seeing each other. And then I thought, well, forget about it. It doesn't even matter. If he's in a relationship with her already, then it was meant to be. I can't be mad about that. So this February he comes back and reaches out to me and we start talking. And the last, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, I haven't really said much. And we just kind of go back and forth about stupid stuff. And I told him, I think it was on Tuesday, I said the ex-husband's coming tomorrow to help me put up the shades because I can't figure it out. And the only thing that I couldn't figure out was why my drill wasn't drilling the nail into the thing. Well, because it doesn't either have enough torque or it has too much torque. I don't know. The ex-husband used a regular screwdriver. Seriously. So when I order more blinds, I'll probably just do that myself and be done with it. Then I won't have to bother him. Anyway, that being said, I told this guy, I said, the ex-husband's coming to help me with my shades. And he's like, oh. And he starts asking me about the shades. Like, what's the problem? Why can't I hang them myself? So I told him, and he's like, oh, well, if he doesn't show up, let me know. I'll come help you. And I was thinking, okay, but I'm not giving you a freebie, if you know what I mean. And he goes, no, I would come and just help you to help you. So then Wednesday, the ex-husband comes and he helps me, and then I take him out to breakfast because I told him I would buy him breakfast. So we had a nice breakfast, and then he came back and saw the cats for a minute, and I had some boxes for him. And he might actually take some of the shades to use at his mom's. He's not sure, but he's going to take measurements of some windows. Because they're still good. They're just, they were too clunky for me. I don't like having to, move them around and the cords and the string. It's just a pain in the ass. So, but they might want them. So he's going to, measure windows and things like that. Well, the guy reaches out to me through Messenger, probably an hour or two after the ex-husband left. And I'm like, oh yeah, he was here. He helped me hang the shades, they look good. They look fabulous. I sent him a picture of the shades. I said I took him out to breakfast. And he replies back. He goes, oh, breakfast was the only payment. And I was like, that's none of your business. I'm like, yes, and that's none of your business. What? And I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is someone that I didn't think was ever gonna return for me. And here he is. He's in a relationship. He's still in a relationship with that woman. And I'm single. And he has the nerve to question me about my morals and values and ethics. So when he did that yesterday, I was just like, okay. And he goes, well, he's like, I know you're a good person. You wouldn't do that. And I was like, okay, if I wanted to sleep with my ex-husband, I mean, I would. I don't at all, but I would. Nobody's going to tell me how to live my life. I mean, I wouldn't do that because going there to me is a little, it's not karmic or low vibrational to me. It's toxic. And it would be toxic for me and for him, really, So I wouldn't even go there. I wouldn't even think to go there. But when he said that, I was just like, okay. I'm gonna let it go and not respond anymore. And I didn't respond to him yesterday, and this morning he sent me a good morning and he said something. I can't remember what he said, but by the time he sent me a good morning, by the time I sent him a good morning back, it was later in the morning. I was like, yeah, this is going nowhere. And I mean, to me, in the moment, like, we're just friends now, but I don't even really think of us as friends. And I think he thinks he has a chance. And it kind of boggles my mind because he's still technically in a relationship. And I don't know what that relationship entails. He won't really tell me. All I know is that he doesn't really seem that happy. And I always say I don't understand why you stay in a relationship when you're not happy. But at the same time, it's none of my business. Like, I'm still over here living my life, solo, and I'm just fine. Like, I'm good. I'm very good. But again, when he came in like a month and a half ago, when he came back, like, I never in a million years thought he would swing back around. Never. I figured he's got his girlfriend now. He seems happy. He's got his little picture on Facebook. He seems happy. Like, I can't be mad about it. Like, I'm happy for them. So when he swung back around in February, I was like, what is this fuckery? Like, what is going on? And as for this guy and a second chance, like, I would never give him a second chance, not while he's seeing someone else. And I don't really know about a second chance anyway. And it's not because he's like a horrible human being or anything like that. It's just because of all the circumstances from the first relationship to, us talking the last month and a half. Like, I just don't see it, you know? And that's fine. But I think he thinks there might be something there. And I don't know why he would think that. But it's funny because it kind of reminds me of this, whoever this person is that's calling your bluff, that wants to return. Somebody that can't stop thinking about you with the memories card. Somebody that wants to build a foundation. What is that? It's a TV show, right? It's like a young woman, and somebody says something and she goes, "Yeah, but it's all lies." No, it's Reese Witherspoon. It was Reese Witherspoon. Didn't I talk about this a couple weeks ago? It was Legally Blonde when she breaks up with the college guy, and the jock, or I call him the jock, whatever he was, whoever he was. And she's in her dorm room, or in her not her dorm room, but her sorority room, and she's eating a box of chocolates, and she's watching the soaps, I think. And the soap, the scene is playing out, and she goes, "No, something, something," and she throws the box of candy at the TV. That's you. That's me. This person thinks that they can come back, that they want to build a solid foundation here. I mean, take how that resonates for you. I think everybody has a different opinion on past people coming back for relationships. Like, what's the end goal here, right? What's the end game? Because you were already with this person and it didn't work out. So to go in a second time thinking, "Oh, okay, it's going to be so much bigger and better than last time, and we're really going to work on this, and we're going to build a foundation, and we have so many great memories to work off of, like, we had all this stuff in common, blah, blah, blah." And it's like, and people, we tend to look at past people as karmic and low vibrational and toxic. But what if you just broke up with someone because you felt like it wasn't meant to be? You just thought, like, okay, it's run its course, like, let's break up. Like, we don't have anything in common. The sex was good. Now the sex is okay. Like, let's just break up. What do we need to be together for? It's not always a past person that's like a complete and utter asshole. The only thing that I see here that could be technically wrong with this person is they didn't share a lot about themselves. They might have kept some stuff hidden. But, if you were in a friends with benefits or a casual relationship and it wasn't even textually, and it wasn't even technically like a relationship, more like a situationship, a friends with benefits, a casual, they might not share with you, right? Like I said, I don't usually share with people that I consider friends with benefits. I really don't. But that doesn't make these people like horrible people, that they didn't tell you something about themselves. Not all past people are, like I said, karmic, toxic, low vibrational. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. And sometimes, a couple months, a couple years down the road, this person kind of looks around and they're like, well, what about Jody? Like we had a really good time together. If we make a go at a real relationship, maybe it would be awesome. And then they swing back around to Jody, right? And again, in some cases, not all, when you break up with somebody and you haven't seen them for months, years, for somebody to come back around and reach out and try and make a new connection with a past person, I can't imagine that that's easy. I imagine that that's very difficult to put your heart on the line, to put your ass on the line and be like, hey, I know we didn't work out the first time, but you want to give it another go? I've been thinking about you. It's not easy to do things like that. Not for most people. Especially if you realize, like, after the fact, like, somebody like was a really good fit for you and you just blew it off because you were living in your ignorant phase, right? Now you swing back around and you're like, hey, Tanya, like, I know we broke up, we only went out on a few dates, but are you single? Like, I'm interested, like, I remember what it was like to hang out with you and talk with you. And then this woman's like, oh no, sorry, I've been married for the last year. How courageous is it to actually reach out and say, hey, I know, we fucked up or we broke up or it didn't work out or, this, that, and the other, but would you like to get together for a cup of coffee? Like, it's not easy for people to do that. You really got to give people props, especially genuine people that are really just looking to make those connections. Like they're not out there low vibing it. They're just looking for mutuals, looking for friends, looking for, a good lover, looking for, you know, a a, a permanent roommate. Because I don't think that there's really anything bad about this person other than, when the two of you were together, they just didn't tell you everything about themselves. Again, like, I don't tell every person I hang out with or stoop, everything about myself. I usually just don't. And lately, like, I just don't really talk to anybody about anything, honestly. I try to keep it to like one or two people, and that's it for me. Like, I don't need everybody knowing my business. They don't need to know my business, and I don't need to know theirs. You know? Totally up to you if this person were to come in wanting a new start. Totally up to you whether you want to give them that second chance or not, you know? I think for me, it's really like a case by case basis, right? Sorry, I feel itchy all over all of a sudden, like everywhere, not just my ears, like my eye, my eyelid, my eyebrow. I got this like pimple on my forehead over here that's really annoying me. All right. I think I'm going to leave it. I think I'm going to leave it there. All I can say is somebody coming in from your past, like if it was just like a mutual breakup, if there was no wrongdoing or anything, um obviously you do what's best for you. And maybe you're already taken, so it doesn't matter, but just try and have a little empathy and compassion for the people that have the balls to come back, because that, again, that's not easy. It's really not that easy. All right. I hope the messages resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. And I'll talk to you all later. Bye.